I held up my too clever by a half sign from behind my mask down the corner from my home, easy walking distance, to protest the murder of yet another unarmed Black man by police, this one on video, and the refusal of our nation to acknowledge the systemic racism and collective injustice that infects it. I turned my face up to the warm haze of the California sun. My shoulders, my elbows, my wrists, and finally my fingers quivered pathetically beneath the oh so unbearable weight of the paper-thin cardboard box top that had once covered some long forgotten thoughtful gift, which I had now repurposed with purpose in purposeful black magic marker. I needed my joints to sear in symbiotic suffering, to feel seconds collapse into minutes, minutes elapse into breathless eternity. But my soft body couldn't handle the hard truth. Lower and lower and lower, my limbs sank until my mind surrendered, my gritted teeth invisible, my arched eyebrows pitiful in their privileged meaninglessness. I checked my watch, 4 minutes, not even half the man. A swing and a miss in my noodle-armed attempt to step into the set of shoes too many sizes too big to count. A humbling, sobering, infuriating, overwhelming realization that you can share the dream, but you can never live the walk out the front door nightmare and watch someone walk to the other side of the street. The asphalt burned, red hot with shame up through my soles. My cowardice glowed a sallow yellow from my sunken chest, its jaundiced beams braiding into the hazy rays of the Golden Gate, the Golden State sun as the sky blankly blinked back a beautiful blue. The white stench of privilege streaked down in clear beads from my temples, past my armpits and through my spine. Around me, car horns blow in sympathy or antipathy, I don't know. When, like an angel in a Renaissance fresco, he pulled up and called out to me. "Thank you," he called out coolly across his passenger seat. The color drained from my Technicolor canvas in a cartoonishly allegro whoosh. And suddenly, alone in black and white grayness, there I stood, mutely, a marooned marionette in a forgotten photograph, loose limbs dangling dumbly, slack jaw succumbing stupidly to the immutable laws of gravity. My snarky sign twisting into itself in exposed embarrassment, its subjective wit cringing in disgrace in the face of objective reality, calling it out, staring at the face of a black man staring back at me. I blinked in incomprehension that I quickly hoped would be interpreted as hostage video intention as my swollen tongue licked the inside of my mask. What was happening? A black man saying thank you to me? This is not what's supposed to happen, not how any of this should work. No, no, sir. I'm afraid you've mistaken me, confused me. You've got the wrong side. Do you see me? Was there someone behind me? Thank you, he repeated, and our eyes met in isosceles triangle, symmetric, geometric sincerity. Just him, his rear view, and me. And like the coma patient we all wished we would be, I scratched out a spasm of unconscious reflex that I hoped would communicate my comprehension of the pain and suffering of those in the world outside my own that I could never hope to reach. An invisible, impatient car horn pierced the moment in celebration. How long had we been staring there? Wakening the slumbering sensatory audience surrounding me with a rousting cold water shove. The light changed from red to green. The colors from the taco stand that saw everything burst with resigned glee. And I inhaled the exhale sourly into my mask with a taste that lingered on every touch point on my tongue. The fresco faded with a Hollywood Hockney-esque swirl until his license plate joined the jumble in the ever-churning urban jungle. I'd normally call my small actions essentially meaningless. Me holding a sign isn't going to affect any change. It isn't going to shift anyone's entrenched opinions. It isn't going to stop the next act of racism or harassment or murder. I'll never know what it's like to walk while black, jog while black, bike while black, drive while black, shop while black, bank while black, rent while black, bird watch while black, sit on a bench while black, enter my own house while black, sleep in my own bed while black, eye contact while black, elevator while black, enter a room while black. I lifted my shamed sign aloft again. My red's still red, my yellow's just as yellow, my white as ever. Nothing changed for him because nothing changed, but the man in the driver's seat changed me. And that's why I never said anything, because nothing I could have said would have mattered, because it was weightless, or because maybe this time it is different, or maybe I should just shut the fuck up. I hear that and share every color on that parallel rainbow. I look down at my sign. Racism is a virus. Goddamn men, it is. It's America's own special sauce of Greek alphabet ignorant variants. Vaccines the same to stop the spread of this infection too. Fuck the popo. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Education and empathy, man. Now, if just enough people would line up and get that shot,